like, reset, try again, try again, right? I don't know why, but like, people have been asking questions about Prince of Persia, and I'm like, I love it so much, I want to talk about it forever. So the reason I was late to stream today by about 5 minutes is because I was filming a TikTok about Prince of Persia, and I got so excited about it that I forgot I was supposed to stream. Browicki, thank you for joining the chat. This is the 2008 relaunch of the series. This was supposed to be the first in a bunch of Prince of Persia games to sort of reboot the series after Sands of Time, after Twin Thrones and all that stuff. Unfortunately, it didn't work as a series, so it's just the one game. I always enjoy the videos that you get excited and passionate about the content, so I'm excited for that vid. I am too. I messed up a whole bunch, but I will re-record it, probably when there's more light outside. Because it is about Sir Ben Kingsley's heritage. And if you don't know, Sir Ben Kingsley's dad and I have the same heritage. So when I talk about Sir Ben Kingsley's heritage, I'm talking about my heritage. And it's a lot of fun. And it's, this game specifically, more so than the other Prince of Persia games, focuses on just making sure you get through it, as opposed to like combat and button mashing and all that stuff. It's just about get through the game as smoothly and as prettily as possible, I guess. The first Prince of Persia game was defined by its aesthetics. They used rotoscoping for the character animations, and so they're like really smooth and really realistic animations. So this game tried to capture that same energy. It's like, we're just gonna make this as smooth and as graceful and as artistic as possible. And so it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And you'll see this as we get further in the game. You can't die in this game, which is super nice because I suck at video games. So the fact that you can't die through most of it is very reassuring. It's very reassuring. I guess you already saw it a little bit earlier. When I fell off that cliff and Elika came and like picked me up, that's what happens when you die. Elika just saves you, and it's really nice. Also, that's not Elika. I don't know who that is. Change. I'm playing in the Altair skin. I don't know who Elika is. Yeah, I remember playing Sands of Time. I think it was on the Wii. I think I rented it from Blockbuster. And it was just so frustrating, and I ran out of sand because I kept messing up and falling off of stuff and all that stuff, so I had to be like, reset, try again, right? Whereas this, I can just go and enjoy and not worry about how good I am at it, which is always nice. Also, you can probably tell that this came out right after the first Assassin's Creed, from the same studio. So there's a lot of overlap, not just in this costume, but in like the gameplay in general, in the wall running and the climbing and stuff.
I can't see anyone following. We should hurry.
Also, the origin of Assassin's Creed is such a fun story. Maybe I'll talk about it on TikTok. Maybe I'll talk about it right now. Who knows? Because for Assassin's Creed, the original plan was to have the historical assassins in... I'm talking about it right now, because I'm so excited. The original plan was to have the historical assassins in Prince of Persia video game. And so Ubisoft, who puts a little bit of effort... Hi, William. Welcome to the stream. Ubisoft, who puts a little bit of effort into their games and the historical accuracy, looked into the historical assassins. And they started with the book Alamut by Vladimir Bartol, which is not a historically accurate book at all. William, this is the 2008 remake of Prince of Persia. So like when they tried to reboot the series and have an original storyline, it didn't work. So they looked at like real life assassins. They started with Alamut by Vladimir Bartol, and then they looked at the actual history of the assassins and the historical record that we have, which is a little bit convoluted. And they like learned so much about the assassins. They're like, we can't have this be a generic bad guy in our Prince of Persia video game. We have to make a separate video game just for the assassins so that we can tell this story. And so they did, and that was the Assassin's Creed that we got in 2006, where it's based on a real group of people. It's based on historical events. It's based on historical people and events and locations. That's what I was going to say. What happened was some people from my community and some Iranians, or not Iranians, some Syrians, weren't too happy about the video game. So they ended up scrapping Altair and that entire plot line for the series, and they moved straight to Assassin's Creed 2, which takes place in Renaissance. So Assassin's Creed 1 is based on real-life assassins from real-life history. Assassin's Creed 2 onwards is taking historical events and adding this narrative of the assassins on top of it, which is still fun, but not as exciting as like getting the representation of like, oh, this video game is about me, right? Bro, welcome to the stream. My stream gets derailed constantly. Don't apologize for doing that. Sands of Time as a video game is a lot of fun for storytelling. The use of the dagger as a game mechanic was revolutionary. The only beef I have with Sands of Time is that I'm not good at it. That's the only beef I have. I'm not good at it. Same with literally any other video game. Gears of War is intense. It like stresses you out. The only beef I have is that I'm bad at it. See, the enemy is so nice that he doesn't even push me off of the edge. He grabs me and he brings me back. So nice, right? But here you can see, like, he's trailing this calligraphy, and he is like, oh, just such a good monster. I think one of the things that I like about the Assassin's Creed games and the Prince of Persia games is that once you sort of get into the rhythm, it becomes a lot easier to do like the combos and stuff, do the climbing and stuff, and just like feel the flow of the video game. So there's definitely a learning curve, but it's like you get into it, and then once you're like a quarter of the way through or halfway through, it just becomes a flow. You just know what buttons to press, and it's very nice. Sounds like I need to carry Akko through Gears. I've made it through Gears of War 2. That's the only one I've made it through.